it is not fair. And it is not fair belief, started when we were children. When we were children, we quickly learned that life doesn't go the way we want it to go. Not exactly what we need, but what we want. Want is desire, right? Need is, and personally, I'm going to share this with you. I grew up thinking that a lot of things weren't fair. So, for instance, it wasn't fair that my sister always got away with things, and I was the one to blame, even when it was her mischiefs and her behavior. It wasn't fair that she got a brand new phone before I did. She was younger than me. It wasn't fair. And, it wasn't fair that I couldn't explain myself every time I was told off. I just couldn't, because it was perceived as me having an attitude and answering back. And this belief of it is not fair carried out to my adulthood as well. It wasn't fair that I lost my first pregnancy. I had an ectopic pregnancy. I never had any other partners. I was healthy. It wasn't fair that I had an ectopic pregnancy. It wasn't fair that I lost my baby it was so wanted. It wasn't fair that I was not accepted for a job that I applied because I didn't speak perfect English. And it wasn't fair because of that. I had to clean houses and toilets to make a living. Did you ever felt something wasn't fair? That you were not treated fairly? That you didn't get the things that you wanted and that wasn't fair? Let me know in the comments. And, carrying this belief, with us, lead us to believe that all will be okay when we do things right, when we have that thing, when we achieve that thing, when we know that thing. All will work out when we achieve it, when we have it, when we get there. And if things do not work out the way we want, we feel that we are the ones that need to be fixed. Because, with these expectations that we create, it is very easy to depend on external factors to be, to have, to achieve, and do what we want. When I get that certification, I will find a job. When I find a partner, I will be happy. When my kids become independent, I can relax. I can have my life back. You keep waiting for the perfect time to get what you want. And when things fail, we tend to blame ourselves. Eventually, you'll start believing that something must be wrong with you for things not, working out. The problem is you. Maybe you are cursed. Maybe you are doomed. Maybe you're not cut out for this. Maybe you're not strong enough, pretty enough, clever enough, lovable enough. Did you ever felt that way? Have you ever felt that you are the one that need to be fixed? That's why things are not working out. You try all the things and it seems that it works out for other people, but not for you. Maybe the problem is with you. You start believing that you need to be fixed. That unless you are and you behave the way others expect of you, unless you do things the right way, unless you follow the rules, others will not love you and accept of you. The thing is, we don't realize that when we try to fix ourselves, by following all the rules, doing all the things we think others expect of us, being who we think we are supposed to be, we are not aligning with life in our own essence, our own soul's path. We are aligning life with fear. When you try to fix yourself by doing all of the things, following all of the rules, being what you think you are supposed to be, doing what you think other people expect of you, you are not aligning your life with your essence, your truth, your soul's path. You are aligning your life with fear. You are claiming the fear of not being accepted, of being abandoned, of being rejected, and the fear of losing control, of not doing things right. This is all fear-based because you are so scared of not being loved, not being accepted, not being in control. You align with that fear. You base your decisions, your behavior, your thoughts, your beliefs in this fear because you are too scared. You end up embodying this fear in every thought and every action that you take. You try to fit in with this image of what you assume you should be, what you assume you should do, that you assume you should have. And you start constantly comparing yourself with others. You start, trying to control everything, trying to control the outcome, constantly trying to prove yourself. So life and others treat you with fairness, meaning providing you with what you want, no matter what. And we go back to living in fear. We go back into not feeling things are not fair if you don't get what you want. So, with all of this, the message you are actually saying, not only to others, not only to life, but to you, is that I am not right the way I am. I'm just not right. I'm not a right person for this. And when you believe that, you start aligning with who you think you should be, rather to who you truly are in your essence. you betray your essence, who you are from lifetime to lifetime, who you truly are in your essence. You betray that because you align to this image of what you think you should be in order to be loved, be accepted, be approved. Because you have this fear that if you don't, you will be abandoned, you will be rejected, you will be punished, you will be alone. Aligning with life means understanding that we have no control over the cycles of life and nature. It is simple. Just accept it. You have no control over it. Aligning with life is accepting the truth that the universe is so much bigger than ourselves. So much bigger. And that what we perceive that is not fair because we are not getting what we want is actually just life moving through the cycles. It is important to understand that life does not personally punish people or seeks to cause suffering on purpose. Life is simply flowing. We are the ones carrying the illusion that we can claim how life should look like. That we carry that illusion that we can control life. And then we end up limiting ourselves and causing our own suffering. You struggle to align with your life because you try to control your life. You live in the illusion that you can control the outcome, that you have some sort of power over life by doing and being what you think you should be and do. That's why you struggle to align with your life. You will start aligning with your life when you understand that you cannot control life. That changes will happen because life is a process of cycles that will allow for growth and transformation and soul evolution. And when you accept that and you start to ask for things because you know what you want in your true essence and not what aligning with things that you think you should have, do because others do it, then it's easier to align with your life. Just put the intention, trust, let go. Don't try to control it. One way of getting this awareness, because when we are too much in our heads and we try to think back, oh, why do I feel this way? Why do I feel life is not fair? Why do I feel I have to be fixed? Just by thinking about it, it won't cut it, because then our ego will start to chat. Will start to be overpowering. And you will get caught on this chain of thoughts and memories and pain, and you'll not get anywhere. Journaling is the way to go, because when you put things on paper, you detach from the ego, you put everything out there, And then you are able to read back and see things from other perspective, not from the perspective your ego wants you to show when you're just in your head thinking. Because when you are in your head thinking, you are trying to remember, recollect things. You're not processing information. Do you know what I mean? So when you write, yes, you write from a place of recollecting memories and relieving emotions and feelings and perhaps pain. But then because it's out there on paper, you can read back, see, think, process the information and get another perspective and get the awareness. You get to see what are the same patterns of thoughts and behaviors that you keep repeating, that keep you in this loop, that brings the overwhelm and give you the same cycle of behaviors. And yes, journaling is the way to do it, soul writing. And as you know, I have my deck almost ready for pre-orders. It's so close now. This fabulous deck is almost ready for pre-orders. It is based on my 5-step pathway named Trust that takes you on this journey per se of getting this awareness in written and writing, and then reflecting on the triggers and the patterns and on the truth, the real truth of the story and the real truth of who you are, what you really want, what is limiting you. And then moving into healing all those parts of you, doing the shadow work, forgiveness, acceptance, all of that, so then you can thrive. So then you can align your life with your true essence, your true desires, and co-create your life with the universe. It's very transformational deck. And if you commit yourself to this spiritual practice that it is, soul writing, you will see major changes in your life. I'll put the link for you to get into the waiting list for the Trust journaling deck. So you are the first to know when the orders are open, because the first orders will get a exclusive mind-blowing bonus. But not only that, if you purchase and you are on the waiting list, then you're gonna get an additional bonus just by being in the list, proving that you then purchase the deck.